Thank you very much, Bana Kumu. And it is now time for the girls race. This is going to be 2 laps of the longer part of this course. 1,700 meters run twice. So we've got 14 nationalities represented in this event. So Rwanda, Namibia, Luxembourg, Croatia, the Czech Republic, New Zealand, Nigeria, Chile, Kenya, Morocco, Mexico, Qatar, Tanzania, and Uganda all represented. So it's going to be the start to this, running like clockwork. 11:25, the projected start time, and there we are. And off they go, and it's in an anti-clockwise motion, 3,400 meters. That's what we now have on the track. And you can see that they've said it's all out, all guns blazing. From fast gears, keep any other even numbered gears and straight to fifth. You can see the interesting thing is it's been, the weather has been clement. It's been quite wet in Kenya. I mean, there's been a lot of flooding. It's caused a lot of devastation, but over the last 2 days, the weather has been fair, and you can see now that the athletes, as they go through the first of the meanders, it's been set, by the course has been designed by one of the most successful coaches in cross country in Kenya, Coach David Letting. He is one of the people who's been, making sure that this course is there, and also another coach of who's been with the Kenya cross country setup, John Wedega, who's nicknamed Warm Up. They have been working together, and they put together this. So the battle right now, we can see that it's a case where you've got Kenya, Morocco, and Uganda. You can see they're going to make a slight turn and then go up towards inner wooded area, and that is where they've got a stretch to the right of your picture where they're going up. There's a shooting range there, so I know it's not active to there's a much activity of it, which is all uphill, and then they make that left, and then another left, they go down. So this sector has been included for the under 12 boys and girls. Well, they didn't have to go through this because they were doing 1,200 kilometers. So it's just the tape has been set up quite close to where they're going to make a right turn. Right at the front at the moment is Uganda's Kezia Chebet, and there they are. So they're coming close to the final, the final point of the second sector, and now they're headed into the third sector of this course, which is the golf park end. So here you are. It's clearly turning out to be a battle between Uganda and the Kenyans. So the Kenyan contingent, we can see right at the front is Venenza Chebet. You see already that the bibs are falling off as they go through. This is towards the final zone of this sector, and that is the leading group, and they've broken away, and at this point they will have done the 1,700 meters. Remember, it's the distance overall for one of these long laps is 1,700 meters, in total 3,400 meters. But remember that there is the initial start, which has got 100 meters from start to the finish point. So you find that the course is actually designed to have about 3,300 meters. 1,650 meters is what they will be doing when they get to this final point. You can see that everyone's shown up, and now there is a pickup of pace. As they make that turn, and there goes the bell. Right at the front is Dr. Chepkwomoi. She's the one who's now hit the front. She's got bib 103. And Venenza Chebet. They're now down to 5. 1,400 meters to go. Less than a mile. And so they are going to be making these turns here. Kenya has got 11 athletes. So Dr. Chepkwomoi is the one who's hit the front at the moment. And now they're half a dozen. How fast can they run? Who's got the actual kick? Who can pull off something unexpected at this point? So they're now down to 3. Venenza Chebet and Dorcas Chepkwomoi are at the front. And also Joylin Chepkwomoi has joined the fray. The Ugandan athlete who's just behind them is Charity Cherop. They're now down to 4 as they finish the first sector of this cross-country loop. They're headed to now the second sector. And this second sector is the one that takes them all the way up alongside the shooting range and close to the Commonwealth War Graves before they move on to the third sector, which is the golf course sector. The Nairobi Golf Park also, situated right here at the Nairobi, at the Ngong Race Course, northwest of the capital. Merinya Boke Ogoka is the other athlete who's in that zone, as well as is Sheila Chepngeno. One of those 6 athletes there who are looking for the podium positions that are half that number through the uphill zone before making that U-turn. There they are. It's a choice for most of these athletes. Do you have the right spikes, or are you going to run barefoot? And remember that at any one point you will always be ankle deep when it comes to the shoes. These are the back markers. As we can see, the front runners, they will be making the turn, and where you see that board indicated 28, they will be getting into that final the golf course sector at that point. 7 furlongs towards is an indication of the distance that the horses would run if they were to go down. So here they are, the leading group. Dorcas Chepkwomoi at the front. They're now down to 5. All being dropped one by one. And now they make that right turn. Yes. And they will make a loop. And where you see the track judge who's in red, that's where they're going to come in the final sector. And now they're headed to the final loop. This is parallel to the golf course. Across the service trucks, emergency service trucks, and there they are. 4 furlongs will be to the finish line, but you can see the back markers headed to still in the first sector, while the leaders are in the third sector. It's now down to these 3, and it's who is going to have the better kick. It's 3 Kenyans at the front, 4 of them. Yeah, they are. Words of encouragement coming in from all those who are there, including the young ones. You can see that the golfers are also having an opportunity to watch this. the undulating zone, and this is along hole number 9 at the Nairobi Golf Park. And you can see that the fairway has been converted into a soccer pitch by the others. So it's now for the home stretch. Who's going to take the honors here? Dorcas Chepkwomoi at the front as they head for the final turn. It's now the final 100 or so meters. And so there they are. You can see that is a clubhouse end, and now they're headed towards the finish line. Here we are. That's a board that indicates who would be the winner in that point. So headed towards the finish line, and you can see the peak of pace. This is the under 18 girls. It's 3,400 meters of it. They've been doing 330 meters of running, and now they're headed towards the finish. And this is Dorcas Chepkwomoi who takes gold, and it's a podium sweep for Kenya. Oh, that was close. And there's a still for Chepkwomoi has finished third. In fact, the race winner is Diana Chepkwomoi. Diana Chepkwomoi winning that. And Dorcas Chepkwomoi, who has been race leader for quite some time. Well, there she was finishing in third place. So the winner is Diana Chepkwomoi. Bib 105. Sorry for the graphics. Diana Chepkwomoi, the race winner. You can see she is there. She's got the flag. Dorcas finishing in third place. Second place going to Mary Nyaboke Ogwoka. The athletes are there, and also we can see that Miriam Wongoi is part of it. And remember, His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samuel Ruto, is gracing this event. And to his right is the Cabinet Secretary for Education, the Honorable Dr. Ezekiel Machogu. And after Ezekiel Machogu, we've got the Governor of Nairobi County, Johnson Sakaja. And we also have the Principal Secretary, State Department for Sport, Engineer Peter Toom. And the close-up pictures, the gentleman who's in the Kenya tracksuit is the chair of the Kenya Secondary School Sports Association, Mr. Kipchumba Mayo. And to the president's left, that is the KSSC chair, the man in the white cap, and also the sun.